Hi, Mandy, back with another video. I want to talk about two important things in the next 2 weeks. Very different topics, though. The first has to do with sports, and I want to talk about the idea of speed. And when I'm saying speed, I don't mean just like agility speed, but the whole speed of a team, perhaps, when they're in play. So I started to think about this concept because I realized when I would go to sporting events, of course I wasn't sitting on the floor. So I could see like the pan, the whole thing, right? And I started to recognize during practices and warm-ups which teams I would just play a game and see which teams were going to win based on how they were warming up. And I was usually right. Not all the time, but usually. One of the determining factors for me, and I thought about it, I'm like, what is it and why am I predicting that? Because I'm a behaviorist and I believe that there are subtle cues to behavior that really can be sensed, which maybe other people don't pick up on, and then it comes across as woo woo. So I went through my behaviorist lens and I realized that it was speed and efficiency. So, some teams when you watch them warm up, they're kind of, and the other teams are, on the warm up. So I thought, well, how can, and I've talked to some coaches about this, and I'm like, we need to quantify a way to help that maintain. And through my energy lens, I started to hypothesize that players may not even be conscious they're doing this, but think of their energy level and their attacks as, I don't want to say being one necessary, but thinking from a conservationist lens. So start out until we have to up the ante to play harder. And I think that most players think that they're playing hard most of the time, save for some, not so great days. And I'm talking elite players. But I also think that there may be this idea that I have to conserve my energy. Again, from an energetic lens, what this perhaps does is creates a lack mindset. Like, I won't have enough. I won't be able to give enough. Again, I don't know if these are conscious core beliefs, but I think that they're worth being explored. And then attacking that core belief might up the player speed and energy and consistency throughout. If anything, on an individual level, it could help the individual up their speed, slightly, right? What do we know about a team? One person is up a little bit, another person up a little bit, contributes to the collective. So I hope that that made sense. Food for thought. I'd like to say more on that at some point. If anybody's interested, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks. I'll see you again.